Hello, hello, hello. Good evening and welcome in to the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies awesome Women's Tele Summit. I know, you're all waiting to hear from the woman of the hour, actually, the woman of most of our lives. Most of you, if not all of you already, know her. But for those of you who are waiting or yet to experience her magic, let me tell you very quickly. She is a gifted energy student master. She marries ancient wisdom with contemporary practices to give you a unique body of work. A 10-minute session and 2-minute miracles are normal with her work. Her money calls have had results on the call itself and immediately after the call too. Like Priyanka got a message that her salary had come in 3 days earlier. Shauna, Suzanne, Sudriti got new clients immediately after the call, not to mention the many, many shifts that take place on the call itself. She is also known for her unique energy downloads, as you would have already experienced with the amazing goddess download a short while back. In fact, so many of you wrote in with how you felt. There were pins and needles, and there were unicorn yeses and angels posted. Radhika wrote, as soon as I said I'm willing, felt a downpour of energy and also felt some flickering sensation through the spine and forehead. Allison wrote, huge yawns, tears from the eyes, movement in chest area, humongous thanks, so many more, so many more responses in this one tiny, really tiny download. So, you know she loves to give. We love to receive. So, say hellos, or should I say yellow?
Yellows, everybody. Thanks a mil, Neelu, and thanks for making sure that you addressed everybody by name. I appreciate that so much. I just want to tell everybody who's not on the Telegram group that if you missed the download, please don't worry. In your email, you will be getting an energized poster that you just have to take a look at and experience the results. I also wanted to say that all the 2,000 and more people who have registered for the Tele Summit, it was done for you as well. I made Amrish a surrogate, and through him, you have already received. And in fact, you know, I have to tell you this. So I do quite a few downloads. It's sometimes part of the regular work. Once in a while, it happens just because the energies are there and the portals are opening. This time, for the first time, there was this entire beam of golden lava that came. And as I started putting it in the group and it started going around everybody and enveloping everybody and every name, ultimately there were all of these names jumping out, like it's like they couldn't wait to share it with the next name. So I was seeing this beam of light come down around everybody and then scatter in a million ways. So the end result was this golden pond, and at the base of which was a little bit of red. And then I knew why that had happened. And that had happened because we're all women. And women are sharers, carers, givers. Nobody can give like a woman does. Whatever you give a woman, she makes greater. That's author Eric who said that. Eric S. Gray who said that. And he also went on to say that if you give a woman a smile, she'll give you a heart. If you give her sperm, she'll give you a baby. If you give her a house, she'll give you a home. If you give her groceries, she'll give you a meal. She enlarges and multiplies what is given to her. He also said, so if you give her any crap, be prepared to receive a ton of shit.
I was hoping you would definitely conclude with that. That's it. And before I continue or ask you anything, Nidhu, because the earlier screen was smaller, and I didn't notice it. Ma, what you've done? Are you looking ekdam goddess for me right now. And I know for a lot of us here. So
Thank you, Ma. And thank you for that. And you look like a goddess, and everybody whom I can see who's on video, who shared their photograph, who took a selfie after the download, y'all are all looking like goddesses. And some of y'all are smiling, beaming, like radiating goddess energy. Rupal smiling. There's the gorgeous Barbara. You will not believe how old she says she is. And there's our Allison, who is the first one to put a picture up on the group. Just amazing, just amazing. There's something inherently beautiful about a woman. Like, it's easier to keep staring at a woman than it is a guy. And I'm not taking away from the power of eye candies, for sure. But it's so much easier to look at women. In fact, have you noticed how women age and how men age? Like,
yeah. Yes.
You see the difference? There's something in a woman that's uniquely hers, that's uniquely ours. Whether it's our ability to be emotional and vulnerable, whether it's our ability to care about the family and community, whether it's our ability to just have really high SQ, which is spiritual quotient. Whatever it is, I think women are a separate species of humanity. And I definitely think that us doing the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies, awesome Women's Tele Summit, yeah, is one way to honor that difference. While we are made up of the same kind of body parts, except for two primary different body parts, we're made up of the same kind of brain. There is something that sets us apart from men. There's something so special and priceless and unique about women and every woman. She is like stardust and gold and red and poetry in motion.
So nicely, really, those last three lines, I think pretty much sums it all up. And your one download, Nidhu, one download, and everyone's responded this way. And I've never seen women pop in so quickly. Makeup or no makeup, photo taken down. So are there going to be more downloads? Is my first question.
Have to be. First of all, we're going to be doing a whole set of downloads in the coming weeks as well. So there's one download on Friday, which will be similar to today's download. It'll be a goddess download. And there's one more download that we're going to do in the group, and that's going to take place on Tuesdays. And that is a root chakra activation, because without a root chakra activation, awakening, balancing, strengthening, we can't do money work. We need our root, which is our connection to earth, to be firm, to be stable, to be secure, to be balanced. When we don't have that, invariably, something's not okay with our money, because everything comes to us from earth, and money is also part of earth. So when we are not fully, firmly planted on earth, our receiving of what earth has to offer gets diminished. So root chakra download definitely coming up. We will see how we flow and do it accordingly.
Fabulous. And we will let everybody know how you can be a part of these downloads. That's happening a little later, because straight away, we're on this call, and there are these 3 keys to financial abundance, everything coming up. So Nidhu, you always ask us, to check for signs of money.
Yes.
So that's the first thing I want to ask, because I want to know from you, from everyone on the group, really, after even today's download, what are the signs that popped up? And in case you don't know what signs to look out for, Nidhu?
Okay, my darlings, the first thing you want to do is take a look as to how you are feeling. Are you feeling calmer? Are you feeling lighter? Are you feeling more hopeful? Are you feeling more positive? How are you feeling? And when, I'm so sorry, my darlings. And when you see that you are feeling much better, Tell me, my darlings, is that a manifestation, is that a manifestation energy, or was feeling off, feeling lethargic, feeling bored, feeling stressed, was that a manifesting energy? So the first thing you want to take a look at is how you're feeling. How are you feeling? Okay, I can't see the chats, but I'm just going to take it for granted that everybody said they're feeling better. Super. The next thing you want to see is what happens within 24 hours. So I'm not saying check tomorrow. I'm saying within 24 hours. Unexpected monies, including finding change on the ground, including opening your drawer and finding money there. And you know, this thing about opening drawers, finding money is incredible, especially when you start doing this particular tip that's coming up. We have some top 30 tips coming up for money, and you will see that there have been so many people who've just gotten this message, and so will you. Savings, because most of us think that if I want money, it should be that money, that it should be money in my hand, that it should be money in my account. But savings are also money. Treats are also money. Discounts are also money. Special offers are also money. So keep your awareness open and make sure that you are valuing every receiving that you are getting, because that will tell you something about money. Compliments, oh, you know, compliments are the power of money, because compliments tell us how easily we can receive. How easily we can receive? Good. Can you receive compliments easily? You are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are sexy. You are so hot, you're cool. You're amazing. You're awesome. You cook so well. You dress so nicely. You walk with so much grace. You are independent and free-spirited. I love your mind. I love your body. I love the way you look. You take such good care of yourself. It's absolutely incredible. What you're wearing right now is so lovely on you. Could you receive that? Could you say, wow?
Wow.
That tells you how open you are to money. Although a couple of other things are also going to tell us, and we'll get to that. But payments coming in earlier, tax refunds, government stimulus checks, which I understand is a US phenomena, but it's like D got a check for like $6,000. It's like on the call, G got her check in like a few days earlier. It's wonderful, the things that happen when you start doing work with money, and of course with the decrease. So tax refunds, opportunities of partnerships, certain symbols and signs, roses, dolphins, and in fact I want to add one more to that list, which is grasshoppers, squirrels, peacocks, four-leaf clovers, butterflies, dragonflies, bumping into old friends. Bumping into old friends is a huge money message, because bumping into old friends, and especially catching up with them, hanging out with them, is a sign that something in the past has gotten cleared. As we understand more and more that everything we have is coming down from behind, and behind is the past, you will see that any message that happens to do with the past that's positive. What a break, everybody. Turbocharged water. I trust everybody is sipping on that.
Yes.
What was I saying? Yeah.
We're
Messages.
bumping into old friends.
Bumping into old friends. Yeah. And bumping into old friends is also an act of giving and receiving. And we're going to be working a lot on the importance of giving and receiving. In fact, let me do this right now. And Nidhu, can this also be put up in the Telegram group, please, so that it's there?
This particular one?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this particular one. And I noticed I said smiling more at the bottom of this poster. So everybody smiling more. And by the way, smiling more at yourself is a money tip. We'll come to that. I was going to say something else. I was going to say that we have to talk about giving and receiving. Right, Neelu?
Yes, and lots of work cut out with that. I was listening to you and I did not want to come in. People have written in with the download. They've said, Rupal said feeling more happier, more excited, more sexier. Vanita G is written saying energetic. Swati said stressed. Dipali said calmer. Sangeet has said very drained. Urmila has said enthusiastic. Kathleen has said feeling tired. And wait for this, Vannee has written in saying, I got a client immediately after the download.
I love it. Bring it on. I love it.
Oh,
Congratulations, Vannee.
And Sumedha's written in, I just received 8K at the beginning of the session from my friend at that time. It's like, it's just wow, like a big wow. This is amazing.
Fantastic. In fact, 8K, 50,000 for no reason.
Nidhu, sorry, your voice went really soft for a second.
Sorry. I have to remind myself to speak a little louder. Okay. No, I was just interrupting that to say because I remembered that all of these people had gotten these fabulous sums of monies, you know, like H, she was checking her account because she was expecting 500 euros. She got 1,500 euros. Prasanji, in a day of doing the work, doubled his bank account. Married doubled her.
Nidhu, so sorry coming in. Your voice has gone softer. I heard 50K came in a day, but I know a lot of people have not been able to hear that because it got really soft.
Okay, let's try this. Is this better? No?
I can hear you, but it's still soft.
All right.
And while we wait for you to do that, we've just put this in to the Telegram group, and I am pausing it here for the moment.
So just give me a moment. I'm just going to give a decree. My voice has become too soft. You can leave now. I'm not very audible. You can leave now. I'm not being able to be heard properly. You can leave now. I'm not being able to raise my volume beyond this. You can leave now. And let's just give it a few seconds and see what happens. Yes? I see Alison nodding and Neelu is also nodding. Is it better?
Louder with the yes already.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Is this better?
Yes, it is better.
Awesome. Give me a smile, give me a wow, give me a nod. Yes? Thank you. Thank you. I've been so resistant to Zoom calls, but I have to say they're absolutely lovely because I get to see you all. It's just amazing. So, what was I saying?
Somebody got 50K in a day.
Oh, yeah. So somebody got 50K in a day from her father-in-law for no reason. And somebody got 2 lakh rupees, which is about 1,400 USD for her birthday from her husband. Somebody else got the same amount, just like that from a friend. Somebody got the same amount, no, double the amount, 2,800 USD as monies that were meant to be returned to her, along with some amount of interest. And I was saying that, like, when Heidi went to check her account and she was expecting 500 euros, she had 1,500 euros. And it's like Desiree went to check her account and there was an unexpected $280 extra in there. Yeah, it's just amazing. And that's just what I'm remembering at the top of my head. But I wanted to tell you all about giving and receiving. Neelu, was there anything else?
Nidhu, I actually wanted to just add on with the, with the few that you shared. There were actually, for example, even surprise birthday gifts from students, computers, shoes, Birkin bags, paintings, astronumerological sessions, chocolates, $800 for a $200 product, receiving discounts every day, 3 awards instead of one, including a money check. And I was actually going to ask you that, we are seeing how with just these results, what you've just shared, how simple and fast and effective and rapid this is. Even if none of these were mentioned, we all just witnessed it right now. With that, with your one, you said something for the voice, you said a few degrees, I'm using the word, and said it. So I want to ask you, basically, something so simple, rapid, swift, easy, gentle, showing results immediately. This speedy, fast and furious phenomena called decrease. What is it? Most of us here already know, but there's so many new people who've come in and they don't know what decrees are. So you got to tell us that, please, first.
Yeah, I'm so glad you took me to that, Nidhu, before I deep dived in elsewhere. All words are commands. All thoughts are prayers. A decree is a divine command, a prayer that is answered instantly. And I want to tell you all tons more about decrees and how they work. And we're going to do that, Neelu and I, again tomorrow at 5 p.m. So come for a detailed explanation there. For now, know that we are using the most simple and basic and foundation of the decrees, which is Saturn's decrees, because it was given by him, and it was given for his retrograde, which is actually coming to an end on 29th for karma completion. And it comprises of just 4 words: you can leave now. Like whatever you're dealing with that is disturbing you, distressing you, just say that and add you can leave now. In fact, let's do this very quickly for just a few seconds. Check what your stress levels are on a scale of 0 to 10.
And you can put this into the Telegram WhatsApp chat. And while they do that, Nidhu, I also want to say that, when you say the decree, or there are sometimes solutions that come through also. Is my voice echoing?
No.
Okay, great. There are solutions that come through also. I just realized all I needed to do was put the earphones on and your voice got instantly even louder. So for anybody who's feeling it's still too soft, just put the earphones on.
Thank you. Thank you. And what Neelu meant here is that there are 2 ways the decrees work. One, they'll either clear it out, or they will give you an answer, message, or insight as to what is to be done next. Exactly like this. The decree took her to the earphones, which she didn't have on before. So even if you're saying stress, you can leave now, and it feels like it's not moving as swiftly as for everybody else, because by the way, it works instantly. And in a second, you should be able to sense a difference, including where you're feeling it and how you're feeling it. You would still get some sort of message. Maybe I shouldn't use the word stress. Maybe I should use the word worried. Maybe I shouldn't use the word worried. Maybe I should use the word anxious. Check what happens in a second of giving the decree, which is, we're taking a generic one, which is stress. You can leave now. Please don't change the order of the sentence, because then it's not a decree, then it's your own sentence. You can leave now.
While everybody's saying it for themselves, Nidhu, because earlier you'd asked, tell me your unit of distress, so to speak, between 0 to 10. So there were a couple of 9s, 6s, 5s, 7s, 6s, 7s, 8s. I saw 3 10s, Alpa, Dipali Arora, and Kajal Lalwani. I saw them on 10.
Okay. So I definitely want to keep track of you. I want y'all to keep letting us know how you are doing. For now, have you said stress, you can leave now, and gotten either the message or the shift? Let us know.
Type it in into the Telegram WhatsApp group.
And meantime, everybody else who's had a lower number, how are you all responding? How are you all doing? If you feel like saying the decree more than once, go ahead, say it more than once. Stress, you can, in fact, you know what? I'm going to say it 10 times. Stress, you can leave now. 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 And one for good luck. Stress, you can leave now. Check how you're doing. Please make sure that you're constantly having your water. And by water, I always mean turbocharged water.
And everyone's writing in. Hansa says lowered. Shailaja, who I missed at 10, has gone from 10 to 4. Nishi has gone from 5 to 1. Sudriti was at a 2, and she says, fabulousness personified is how I'm feeling.
Nice.
Dipali says 6. And is this the same Dipali that I mentioned earlier? Please, no, I think it's different. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
No, because we have a few people with a few common names. So Kajal Lalwani, I had taken her name, has gone from a 10 to an 8. Dipali, who I had mentioned, has gone from 10 to 9.
Good. I'm glad. At least you could sense the shift. In sensing that shift, it means your awareness is open. Your awareness is open means you're going to get the next message. Check. Sometimes we have a sense of a message or a thought and we don't think it's relevant. It would be. So Kajal, Dipali, definitely check what insight, what message, answer, solution is coming to you. Like what's crossing your mind right now? Everybody, child's play, whatever you're dealing with, you can leave now. So we're going to take child's play and make it goddess play, and we're going to make it adult play, which didn't sound as good as it sounded in my head.
I know what you were. I knew what you were going for, though. Yes.
And let's bring it on. Everybody familiar? There are about 13 decrees, and each of them belong to the planets. And each of them are gifts from the planet, because when planets go retrograde, and Mars is going retrograde in the next 5 days, when a planet goes retrograde, their normal processing and their normal charge starts diminishing. Like, for example, Mars handles passion, determination, his warrior energy. So what happens when he goes retrograde is all of that starts diminishing, meaning we will feel lethargic. We will feel like we want to procrastinate. And at that time, you have to be gentle with yourself, because you know how we all are, right? No, if there's one woman who's working 28/7, it's a woman, correct? So when you don't do the work and you take time off, guilt, pressurized, to-do list. This is not over, this is not over. I will rest when it's over, but it's never over. So when that drive goes down a bit, from now till November, be gentle with yourself. So like that, in a retrograde period, we use decrees. Actually, we use decrees in every period, but the retrograde gift came through the decrees. Like if you know the decree to use and you can mix and match all of them, I guarantee retrogrades are like cakewalk and catwalk. You'll strut your way through them. And very quickly, Neelu, I'm not sure if you can ask me that, but I also just realized that people may not know what a retrograde is. So I'm going to very quickly simply tell you, a retrograde is an optical illusion where it seems like the planet is going backwards. And this year, 2020, all planets are going retrograde. So it's a watershed year. It's a big, gigantic, tumultuous year, as we all know, with what's happening in the world and our own homes and our lives and our bank balances. So it's a great year. I know that there are jokes around where you know, if somebody asks you how you are, you can say 2020, because that's the representative of the year. But that's not true. It's a year of awakening. It's a very, very big year for ascension. And women, I want to tell you this, whether or not you know this, you are the torchbearer for ascension. You are the leader of the movement that will take place, that is taking place. You are the future.
And that is so well said, really, Nidhu. And you are right. You know, it's easy to make a joke of saying 2020. I know so many, I've seen it with myself also. So many changes, probably didn't think about most of them. But you know what? They look like they're going in the right direction. And I think that's the best part.
Absolutely. In fact, the way that we co-create every experience in our lives, I do believe that the secret agendas around this virus and the lockdowns that are taking place is that working women get to rest. Is that working women get to take it a little easy. Is that women get to feel a little less guilty about having to go to work and then having to come back and not be so present and available for their children. That everybody's got to take it easy. That there was a frenzied, frenetic pace we were all hurtling with, and we don't have to. So that slowness, that calmness, that steadiness, silence, understanding our relationships with food, money, and family, these are very important lessons for all of us. So I know that much good has happened, and I have no doubt that you will also see the much good that has happened. Coming back to what it is I was really going to tell you about, I want you to do this with me. So, and I want you to take your hand down the left arm and then down the right arm. So I want you to start making this circular motion. Oh, my big. This circular motion is the flow of life. And I love how correctly some of y'all are doing it. Tells me that you all are practicing yoga or some form of exercise. Fantastic. This is the circle of love. This is the circle of money. Yin, yang. Receive, give. Mother, father. Night, day. Low tide, high tide. Moon, sun. Nice. Nice. When we are in this flow, life, love, money continue to flow. This is also the parasympathetic nervous system. And this is the sympathetic nervous system. This is the bottom of us. This is the top of us. This is the back of us. This is the front of us. This is winter. And this is summer. And I made you all work out there. Take a break, my darlings. The point of that was to see that all flows take place within opposites. We exist in polarity and duality because we cannot experience life without it. If we are constantly giving, that is right hand, masculine, yang, father. If we are constantly giving, we will be depleted and will need to bring in replenishment and receive. If we are constantly receiving, we will get stuffed and overfull, and we will have to let go. Giving, receiving, giving, receiving. And this giving and receiving is one of the first places that we need to take a look as to what's happening with money. I want you to keep your palms facing each other, but you are going to take your arms to the side. Let your arms hang downward but away from the body. You're relaxed. Tell me, does any side have a strain, tension, tightness, tingling, vibration? You must let it hang down. So don't let the palms rest on something.
I have a tingling in both, and both my lower arms feel like there's some weight going down. Of course, with the hanging of it, that would be a normal physical reaction, but it just feels like there's a weight and there's a tingling both hands for sure. Dipali says left, Punita says right, Hansa says vibrations, Radha says left vibrating and pulsating, right slightly less. Punita says left lower spine feeling strained. And Shailaja says, okay, sorry about that. Vinita says both vibrating. Samita says left hand tingling and pain in right shoulder. Sushmita says right more than left. Kajal, yeah. So.
Got it. Lovely. You're all having some response to a giving, sorry, and a receiving. We're going to do one more check. Close your eyes, please. I want you to see yourself standing. And while you are standing, I want you to check your arms and your palms. Are they very close to the body, or are they comfortably alongside the body? How are your palms? Are they open? Are they closed? Are they tight-fisted? Are they relaxed? If you have one palm that's closed, that's tight-fisted, just say, palm, you can open now, and see what happens. If you have a palm or arm which is very tight and strained, just say, arm, you can relax now. And once you've checked, come back, put your arms again down comfortably, and check. How's the tingling? How's the vibration? How's the pain in the shoulder? The pain at the wrist, I think somebody had. Check. How is it now?
You see, people wrote in Nidhu saying that while standing, Mona said open next to the body. Prity said left closer to body than right. Punita said palms curved slightly naturally, loose. Ulvi said both palms relaxed and facing backward. And Chaya said severe pain in left hip, lower back. Avantika says left is closed, right is stiff and far away from the body. And Kavita's requested if you could please show how to do it. Punita's also requested a repeat. And Dipali, who was at a 10 stress, came to 9, is feeling better now.
Good. I'm glad. So this is what you're going to do, my darlings. These are your shoulder joints. These are your arms. So because this is much, much tougher We will get to that in stage 2. Right now, it's like you're making a V with your arms. So your arms are downward. In fact, bring them up a little bit. And then bring them up a little bit. And then bring them up a little bit. Keep your elbows straight and check. How is it making you feel? Is there a strain in the shoulders? Is there a strain in the arm? Because that's telling you something about where you are in the flow.
Karishma says the pain in the right arm and wrist reduces. Bhawal says amazingly released pain from the elbow and both arms relaxed. Adrenaline rush of blood tingling, sensation and warmth. Best feeling gratitude. And a lot of people are writing in saying left shoulders hurting, pain in the elbows, strain in left arm underside, strain in the arms, right arm, elbow, shoulder. Shoulders popping up constantly. So just wondering what that's about.
Yeah, and Neelu, I also want to check on, I think it's Chaya. She had hip pain.
Chaya hasn't written back yet. Oh, wait, sorry. She has written, I hope it's the same Chaya again. Stretch. There's a stretching feeling near the breast and under the arms that she has felt.
Okay, and how is the hip pain? Because pain as a symptom has to be paid attention to first. So I do want to check. Okay, my darlings. Giving, receiving. Father, mother. Masculine, feminine. Yang, yin. Let go, let in. Yes? Now see what happens. I am blocking my giving. Tell me, my darlings, how will the energy behave? Will it not start collecting here and here and here? Joints are very easy places for energies to get stuck in because there are lots of spaces in joints. So the next thing I know, frozen shoulder, stiff elbows, carpal tunnel. Not to mention what's happened to my flow. If this is stopping here, what's happening to my flow?
Getting stuck.
Getting stuck, right? There's now lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser. Some amount of flow always takes place. And that's because the yin and yang, masculine, feminine, is always in motion with our inhale and our exhale. So some amount of flow is always going on, which is why we're alive, we're living. Now, check on the other side. Again, what happens if I squeeze this? Frozen shoulders, stiff elbows, carpal tunnel. Not to mention what happens to the flow?
It stops.
It flops, it collapses, it stops. And that in money is one of the most dangerous things to have. Either a blocked receiving or a blocked giving. And I know, my darlings, a lot of work has been done on the blocks to receiving, but I say, check your right side. Are they blocks to giving? Especially money. I know that every woman here will make the most amazing food and feed everybody. Feed her neighbors, feed her family, feed the cats, feed the dogs, feed her friends. Maybe even be there for her. But money, how do you give money? What you're not getting is what you're not giving. In India, we have this saying called ek haath de, ek haath le. Give with one hand, receive with the other. They both take place as polarities, because only in polarity can a flow take place. Only if you have high pressure will water flow to the low pressure, or a high gradient to a low gradient. You need the opposite. Some of us get very excited about doing money work because we are concentrating on the receiving, forgetting about the giving. Some of us get very excited about the giving because there is another word for giving, and that word is letting go. So to work on removing blocks. But right now, I want you to tell me on a scale of 0 to 10, how easy is it for you to give money? How do you feel when you've gone shopping and you're standing at the payment counter? How do you feel when somebody calls you up and asks for money? How do you feel when all of these call center people who call from various organizations and NGOs keep calling you and harassing you for money? How do you react when your child asks you for money? How are you when your house help asks for a raise? And if you're a businesswoman, how are you when it comes to giving your employees a bonus? Check your giving.
Honey says giving is at a 10. Rupali says feels stressed and anxious, not a tummy. Sharaj says giving 9. Sumedha says giving 10. Vandana says giving 9. May I just quickly ask here, Nidhu, on a scale of 0 to 10, how do you feel about giving? Where does the 0 stand here and where does the 10 stand here?
Oh, you think they might? Okay.
Yeah.
Where 0 is the giving is not at all, and 10 is very high.
Okay.
Look, women, y'all are givers. Please know this. Y'all are givers. So your sense of you as a giver can be 10,000 trillion. I want you to see how it is when you're giving money. How do you behave when you have a bill to pay?
Right. And Dipali writes in, at this time too, as not receiving. Vandana says giving 9. Vandana, this is Vandana Arora saying giving 9, receiving 4. Rizwana's written 8. So I'm guessing because you asked about the giving, it's 8. Jyoti says I bless and thank expense. Alison says excited to be able to pay. Prity Porval says 2 to 3. Stephanie says giving 9, receiving 4. Vandana Samant again says giving 9, receiving 3. Rupali says, I don't have the money to pay at times. So I'm guessing the giving would be at a lower number. But everybody, even with this, okay. Anisha says giving is 7, but she feels anxious.
Good. Because how you feel tells you how you are giving. So we're not measuring your giving as to you having to give, but how are you in the giving? How easily do you do it? I have no doubt that all of these numbers, 9s and 10s, are absolutely correct. I know quite a few of and y'all are, mashallah, y'all are amazing. So I have no doubt that that's correct. But Dipali, you brought up something very important. You said my giving is 2, 3. That's because I don't have to give. But I just told you, my darling, that what you're not getting is what you're not giving. Because tell me, in between the receiving, the left side, and the giving, right side, what is in your control? What are you in charge of? What can you handle? What is it that you can manage? Is it the left or is it the right? Which one is it?
It's interesting, Honey says, do not receive money from anyone, only giving. Rupali says, when I have the money, it's a 9 or 10. Karishma says, yes, there is anxiety at times during giving, highly reduced now. Sharmisha says, I'm a big all-time giver. Suddenly, when you asked how I'm feeling, she says she's feeling restricted for giving, and that's a funny feeling for her because, this is something that she and probably a lot of us haven't really thought about that way.
Correct. But my darlings, tell me, which is under your control? The receiving or the giving?
The giving, I think, Nidhu.
Yeah, what is in your hands? Is receiving in your hands? Receiving depends on the free will of the other. Receiving depends on the weather conditions. Receiving depends on whether we have a virus in the world or we don't have a virus in the world. Receiving depends on market situations. Receiving depends on demand and supply. What does giving depend on? Only you. So, if you know you are stuck in the flow, don't take a look at your receiving. You take a look at your giving, because the receiving is not for you to handle. Receiving is given from the CEO of the universe. Are you CEO of the universe? Then receiving is not under your hand, but you are CEO of your universe, which is giving. So, but before I give you the first key to receiving more monies, I have to immediately give you all the 5 truths about receiving. Especially for those of you all who've been waiting for money to come back, I need you to take a look at this. It is never as you think it will be. It is never as you expect it to be. It is rarely in the timeline you plan. It is rarely from whom you want it. It never shows up when you are waiting, angry, stressed, or desperate. We all recognize these truths from your own life. Yes?
Yes. Zita has written something interesting, Nidhu.
Yeah.
She says, maybe receiving is connected to self-deservedness.
It is, for sure. Because the more you have self-worth, the more you have self-deserving, the more you have self-esteem, the more you have confidence. These are open energies. The moment you are open, more money will come in.
Sorry, Nidhu, please, continue. Sorry.
No, please go ahead.
I just, because everyone's, they all want to interact with you continuously. With everything that you're saying, there is a response coming in, there's a reaction coming in, and we all want to hear you. I know, but sometimes even, I feel like we got to let it, get a few things across, because they all responding instantly to what you're saying and putting it right in. So
go ahead.
Radha has written, I like this CEO of abundant giving and receiving. Can put it as my intro. And Amanda says, giving is easier than receiving, but I heard too. So to feel safe. And Sangeeta says, that's a great insight. These are powerful, painful truths, says Punita. Sangeet again says, I'm calculating giving in terms of my relationship.
Got it. But I want you to calculate in terms of money. Because money gives you the most accurate indicator of what's going on in relationships. If you can share your money, you can share you. If you can give money easily, joyfully, you are sharing and giving of you easily and joyfully, which will mean it's a wonderful relationship. But I'm going to come to relationships. What I want you to do right now, my darlings, is receive the first key. The first golden goddess key is the giving, where if you are not getting what you want to look at what's going on in the giving. Be in the attitude of receiving. This is the attitude that you all were in when we started the download. You all didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know what I was going to do. You didn't know how you were going to feel. You didn't know how the result would be. You had no idea what was going to show up. That is the attitude of receiving. At any given moment, because the universe is an infinite treasure chest, we are always receiving. What are you taking out of that treasure chest? What choices are you making? If you realize that your giving of money is not easy, that there is anxiety, that there is pressure, that there is anger, there is frustration, there is resentment. We can get very resentful when we have to give money. The moment somebody asks for money, where the first response is not yes, or I'll think about it, where your first response is no. Something shuts down. Something immediately contracts and closes. Watch what's going on with your giving. So please close your eyes, everybody. And however you see her, I want you to see Lakshmi Ma hand this golden key to you. Please receive it. Please thank her. And either on your left side or your right side, but note which side it is, there is a door. And that door is openable with this key. Open the door, receive whatever is inside.
Oh, Ma, that was beautiful, Nidhu. Moment you said imagine, and I already had my palms together and accepted it. And even as you were talking, please let me know how this goes. I just went with it. Even as you were saying it, my right hand was already shifting to go open the door.
And how was it when you opened the door?
Oh, delightful. I had this smile on my face because just seconds before I was thinking about how years ago when I had to give, there'd be a little this tightness, hesitation, but why do I have to do this? And I know I still have a long ways to go, but with your work and what I've seen happening, I know that's changed hugely. And now when I give, I want to give.
Awesome.
This felt really good.
Awesome. And now I want to tell Sorry,
Nidhu, people, I love this. So they've all written in. Hansa says right door. Katie says heaps of golden coins received. Punita says I'm in a bank vault. Not sure which side was open. Radha says left door open to pots of gold, overflowing jewels. Door opened inside and easily. Karishma says the room was dark and empty. Prity says, I opened the door and gold coins pouring in out of a golden vessel. Dipali says, huge key, door on the right side, received white rice.
All right, my darling.
Shelter says, my right elbow pain is gone, 0 now.
Fantastic. The side that you saw the door on, that's your block. You saw gold coins. Somebody saw gold coins. On which side did you see it? Do you have to give gold coins or are you going to be receiving gold coins? You saw rice. Start donating food. And make sure, when you donate something, when you give it to charity, you have to give it to somebody who's of a lower status than you, of a lower rank, of a lower social status as well. You have to give it to somebody who needs it. But there's your message. You know what is to be done. Whichever side you went, that's where the block was. And now, because you have received a key and you've done this, please close your eyes, check your palms, check your arms again.
So this is funny. They're cool and calm, and for some weird reason, there's something glittery on both of them. I don't know where to go.
We'll keep checking. We'll keep checking. We have a journey to go on that we've just started, so we will keep checking. The 5 truths of receiving, my darlings, promise me that you all will memorize them, along with the 1 truth of giving. Ek haath de, ek haath le. Give, receive. When you've given, including money, you would have already received something. Maybe it was money, maybe it was not. Maybe it was something else. Because you didn't know how strong and eternal this principle of life is, the give and the receive, you wouldn't have checked. Because when we give away money, the thing that is in our head is, I've got to get that money back. And you don't realize what you have already received. Time for me to introduce you to money angels. Some time back, I was living in this other area, and I met this gentleman, needy gentleman, near a temple that I used to go to, and I gave him 500 rupees, little less than $10. 5 minutes later, I had 10 times the amount in my hand.
Seriously, Nidhu?
Yeah. 5 minutes later, and cash. I had cash in my hand. Because I knew the principle of money angels, I went running back to find him. And I lived in that place for another 1.5 years. I never saw him again. Because, I wanted his phone number. I wanted to make sure that I constantly keep giving him money. A money angel is a human being who will give you back twice, thrice, 7 times, 10 times the amount. Can be any other figure in between also, but these are the numbers I've seen. Normally, 3 times. A money angel is somebody that if you give money to, you will get money back. There are also money demons. You give them money, you're not getting any money back. And there are also money returners. You give them money and you get the same amount back. When I'm saying you get 5 times the amount, 10 times the amount, the same amount back, not from the person you've given it to, from somewhere else. Will you remember this golden key in the giving, where when you give, you have no choice but to get something back. Now it is for you to see if you're making good investments or not. If you're continuously giving in a toxic, unhealthy relationship and then wondering why abundance as in abundance of money is not showing up, my darling, your answer is in front of you. You have to give to get, because the getting is not in your hands. In fact, I guarantee you a life of suffering and pain if you focus too much on the getting. How do I get it from this person? How do I get it from the universe? How do I get it from my neighbor? How do I get it from my clients? How do I get it from my sales? You look at the giving. There's something you are not giving. And this could be anything. This could be money if you're looking for money. This could be food if you're looking for food. This could be clothes if you're looking for clothes. Take a look as to what's going on with your giving. Find your money angels. When we do the work over the next 3 weeks, that's one of the exercises we're going to be doing for the first 7 days. Let me give you that exercise. I want you to do this anyway. Every day to a new person, give away $1, 10 rupees, half a euro, whatever is your comfort. See what happens in 24 hours. Make note of your money angels. I'm very blessed. I have money angels in my family. My sister is one of them. There are also companies that are money angels, but a company works a little differently. So for example, if you give to an NGO or you give to an organization, You will get something. You just have to check over 72 hours.
Nidhu,
Yes?
very interestingly, you know, Honey had mentioned in the beginning that her giving is at a 10. She doesn't receive, she's only giving. I love that. Honey, thank you for sharing this. She's just put a message saying, just got a message of my salary with 20% more credited. Not sure what is this. Not sure what is this 20% extra, but red hearts and thank you. And
Fantastic.
this is in the span of just this much.
Congratulations. You know why, right? Tell me how this is happening, my darlings. Think of everything I just said. How is this happening?
I'm waiting for everybody to write it in, because I'll happily jump in with it. One of my answers.
And while you all are letting me know what you've understood as to how this is happening, let me please tell you, my darlings, the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies is a money angel. You will see returns on it. And remember the list? That list we put up on Telegram that will go with the replay. Remember that list? Watch for what shows up in your life every time you sign up for a program, pick up a program, or register for a program. Yes, even when you register for a program. Yeah.
I have something I want to share here, but I'm going to hold it for later.
Yeah.
No, this has to come later.
Okay.
Okay, you know, I'm sorry. I signed up for a program because I got to know about the pre-launch offer, and with whatever transpired within 24 hours, just before and even after, I actually got a certain amount paid in advance.
Wow.
Yeah. So the moment you said that, I said, I thought I'd bring it up a little later. Then I said, no, no, now only. Say it now.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Tell me why, my darlings.
So here, okay, everyone's written in. Teresa says, it's an even exchange of energy. Honey says, universe somehow gives me, I expect from hubby. And she's put three monkey faces with their thing shut, mouth. Barbara says, the universe is getting our message of readiness to give. And yin and yang abundance given in order to receive, says Teresa.
Good.
Allison says, happened the other day, took Dragon Workshop and money is returned within 90 seconds.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And they're all calling you money angel.
No, thank you, my darlings. Thank you. Because, my darlings, remember, give, receive. What are you giving me? What is the one thing you are giving me right now?
See, again, like I said, I wait because I'll happily jump in with anything, and I just wait for people to write in. See, I get better with this.
I'm going to give you the answer because it's like bubbling up.
Yeah, and
yeah,
acknowledgement, love, time and attention, our time and attention with trust, attention, time, love, attention and value, what they're giving you.
Time. And what is time, my lovelies?
Money.
Money. Bring it on. And look at it. You see, time, action is a guarantee for money. Something will show up for you. And I'm saying this, my darling, on the call, immediately after the call, 24 hours, and you must let me know because we're together tomorrow as well. You must let me know what shows up for you.
It's already showing up and they are sharing it. And it's so great to see this, Nidhu. And, you know, I'm a great believer in your work. I've been doing it since forever. And nothing gives me more joy than to see more and more people experience your work and see how things change. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's just, yeah.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for the wonderful for the wonderful energies you said you were giving me. I receive with great love and lots of gratitude. Thank you so much for saying that. So nice of you. Thank you.
Radha says, I signed up today for Nidhu's course and I got many more clients today.
Fantastic. I am loving it.
Nidhu, tell me something.
Yeah.
You know, earlier you mentioned there are 5 truths to receiving.
Yeah.
And right now we've just been through this beautiful exercise, and we can still see beautiful Lakshmi Ma on our screens right now, and a beautiful golden key. You have actually brought up and out what are possible things that hold us back when we're giving. Is there any work around it specifically?
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Neil, because the work of giving, number one, rupees 10, $1, €1, 1 riyad, every day for a week, because you must find your money angels quickly. You've always had them, they were always there, but you didn't know it. As part of your giving, you need to know where you want to give. Obviously, we always want to give where we're going to get something back, right, my darlings? There is, of course, the selfless energy that I know that a lot of y'all have, but at the end of the day, even the most selfless amongst us does it because it makes us feel good. Something we are getting in return. So when you start making a proactive choice about where you're going to give, what kind of risks you're going to take. Let me give you an example. Let us say you get a call from a friend or from an organization, and they ask you for a certain amount of money, and you've never given them this money before. You've never lent them money before. You've never given money before. Immediately you can play with the situation. Do I want to take a chance here? Do I want to see if they are one of my money angels, or if they're one of my money returners, because both could happen. Of course, there's the money demon as well, but the money demon is not a demon. If the money demon does not return money, returns something else. Something else comes to you, because something will come to you. This is the money back for lifetime's guarantee, because that is how the universe works. I also have a set of statements I want to make around clearing the blocks to giving, as well as the blocks to receiving. Neelu, why don't we go through them so that it's part of the recording as well?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's gone in reverse. Let me just stop that right now.
Don't worry. And now that you all know Golden Key 2, you know what's coming up next, but we'll get there. First, let us take a look at releasing the blocks to giving and releasing the blocks to receiving. But keep in mind, my darlings, receiving, not in our hands. Giving, totally in our hands. Do something about your giving. You will receive. You have no other choice. Oh, thank you so much, Neelu. So first, I'm going to go with the blocks to giving.
I'm just going to leave it on this. I'm not going to mess with the internet and technology right now. Yeah, let's just leave it at this.
Yeah, yeah. So this is best. So before I do this particular clearing, before I say it out loud, and my darlings, feel free to say it with me, or think it with me, or read it with me. I just want you to close your eyes, quickly take a look at your giving, receiving, ease of arm, ease of posture in your left and right sides. Just quickly check. It'll take a second, because now you know what to do. Make a note of it for yourself, and let us begin. Stuck, blocked, impaired giving, you can leave now. I've given enough. You can leave now. I don't want to keep giving and giving. You can leave now. I am tired, angry, fearful, bored of giving more. You can leave now. I give and give, but don't get. You can leave now. I've lost the joy of giving. You can leave now. I keep getting used, misused, taken for granted. You can leave now. Have a sip of water. And let us move to clearing the blocks to receiving. Stuck, blocked, impaired, receiving. You can leave now. I never get as much as I give. You can leave now. I only receive judgment and taunts and criticism and abuse. You can leave now. I fear what I will have to give and do in order to receive. You can leave now. It's not safe to receive. You can leave now. I don't know how to receive. You can leave now. I feel obliged and pressurized when I receive. You can leave now. Another tiny sip of water. Going to give you all 1 exact minute to process.
Can I get in a quick question here, Nidhu?
Oh, certainly, Ma.
So Dolly's asked, because you've said, you know, for the next 7 days, you got to give this amount. She said, but nowadays, since we're not moving out, then how do we give that amount each day for 7 days to different people?
Such a good question. Do you have house help coming over? Do you have watchmen in your building? Do you have gardeners in your building?
Right.
Do you have security in your building? Security people in your building?
Even if you're staying in a standalone, Nidhu, there are people coming to your house to deliver things.
Fantastic.
So Dolly says, we'll try. I'm sure something will work out, Dolly.
Yeah, it will, Ma.
Vaishali's asked.
Sorry, Ma, sorry. An answer just came.
Yes.
If you don't have somebody to give to easily, keep aside the money in an envelope. And then see what happens. This envelope cannot be touched for pocket money, cannot be touched for personal expenses. You keep that aside to give away as and how you can give away. And then see what happens in 24 hours.
Right. Okay, so people have written in with their responses. Nidhu, Surbi writes, my pain on the left arm went to the lower back and now gone completely. Neelam says, can we get this? Is my voice echoing? Okay, I thought I heard an echo, so I thought I'd check in before continuing. Honey says, a little better in left arm, still a bit of stress. Neelam says, could we get this in writing, please? Neelam, you know what? We'll add it to the call replay. Don't worry.
And we'll put it up on the Telegram group. Neelu,
Yes.
yeah.
I'll do it right away.
Okay, Ma. Thank you.
Yeah. And Karishma says, the pain in the right arm reduced after the decrease, not gone completely. Even I have the same question as Dolly. Okay, and the answer has been figured out. Stephanie says, sorry, Prity says, feeling heavy on the crown. What does that mean? And Kyle Rohit says, pain in the nape of the neck. KD says, tingling sensation in the right toe. Jastinder says, Nidhu, my left arm has slight pain after the decrease. Allison says, right arm now feels twisted, arm not in its socket correctly. Vanita says, feeling very light. Chaya says, heavy shoulders. A lot of varied responses.
Correct. Neelu, shall we speak to one person?
Yes. Would you like to speak to Allison? Because it just reached, right arm now feels twisted, arm not in the socket correctly. That's like,
yeah.
It's like a body parts concept. I'm just going to stop this screen share. Or may I quickly request our beautiful ladies in the house, in the team, please could we have Allison unmuted?
I also want to very quickly say, heaviness on top of the head is always anger with the father. This is the bottom. This is our lower torso and our feet. Mother, yin, receiving. Right, yang, masculine. Top of the head, front of the body. So top of the head always invariably, and heaviness always carries heavy rage, anger, hatred. We're going to take a look at some of that work coming up, my love. We've just done key 1. There are 2 more keys. So,
as we get Alison unmuted, Nidhu, would you like me to keep this here? Because there are a lot of responses happening to it.
Sure. Let it stay.
I'll keep let it stay. Right.
Let it stay. Somebody mentioned pain in the arm, in one of the arms or both arms. When you have pain during a clearing, it means that's what has happened. So if you had it in the left arm, then you have the pain of receiving, which means you received pain. And that pain must go, because obviously, if you've received pain, and that pain could be anything, it could be physical, mental, verbal. If you're now filled up with that pain, how will you receive more? So the pain is releasing. If the pain was on the right side, that is the pain of giving, where you have given to most detrimental effects for yourself. That in that giving, you've gotten hurt. You've gotten to be pained. And we do this. Every woman who's been in a relationship, and I think every woman has been in a relationship, we all know the pain of giving.
Since here, Nidhu, I went like that to me. The typical, very, very Indian response to whether it's a yes or no.
I think it's called the Indian nod.
Yeah, it's called the Indian bobble or something. Indian bobblehead. I really don't remember. But Alison's here.
Oh, let's have Alison.
I do that. Unmuted. Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hi, Alison. I love the maroon you're wearing. It does wonders for your complexion. Tell me, my darling. Tell me about the twisted arm.
So here, it's an older injury where all the tendons tore out. And last weekend, when I was with my daughter, we were doing something together. And as I reached, here we go. Well done. As I reached out to her, when she was giving me something, I just lost complete use of my right arm. It just went numb and shooting pains, and I have a history of giving and giving time and a lot of theft from family members and bad business.
Right. And therefore, is that a kind of twisted giving?
Yes, that's what I'm feeling. In English, we say, twist my arm, okay, I'll do it for you.
Correct. I was just going to say that next, Alison, that there is a manipulation in the giving. It's not an easy giving. It's a forced, helpless, twisted giving. So,
yes.
Okay. All right, my darlings. Everybody, going to do this for all of you all as well. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the twistedness now? And is there pain?
Yes, there is. And it's a good 7 to 8.
Got it. All right. Close your eyes, my darlings. Keep your palms open. I'm going to do this particular pain relief download.
Nidhu, before you begin, just to let everyone know that while this is working on Alison, I've experienced this. And, you know, when Nidhu does work, it kind of encompasses everyone. This, just feel it for yourself with whatever you're going through.
Thank you. Thank you. Close your eyes, my darlings. Palms facing upward and start it. Morphine is right now going to the parts of the body that require it. Just give it 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then we will check with Alison, who is holding this space for all of us. Alison, whenever you're ready, just check.
It's definitely better. It's coming up in the neck.
Okay.
And I had the awareness come up that I wasn't willing to see, that my neck froze, and I just wouldn't look.
Interesting. Give me a decree with that. So would it be, for example, would it be blindsided? Oh, sorry, blinders. You can leave now.
Yes.
So
I'm blinding myself to the truth. You can leave now.
you can leave now. And the moment, and because we've already set the decree, please check one more time.
A tightness in the chest.
Nice.
And
But it's
almost like a prayer that what I can see is not real. Not wanting to see the truth of the heart intention.
got it, my love. But the shoulder is fine. It's now the chest that's revealing a symptom.
It's all winding in. I feel like this has to shift for more of this. Yeah, this.
Got it. Got it.
I can't remember what this muscle's called. My anatomy's gone out my head. I'm Nidhu.
That wasn't my own Gwen. But some connection to the pectorals, you know, some pectoral muscle involved there. Alison, please say twisted giving, you can leave now 3 times. Nice. Yawning is such a good sign.
Oh, big yawn. Twisted giving, you can leave now. Oh, twisted giving, you can leave now. Ooh. Twisted giving, you can leave now.
And tell us what's happening.
Arm pain is down to a 4.
Good.
Some warmth mid-back, T5 to 9.
Got it. So because
T5 to 9 in the back.
got it. And because you said the number was 4, can we please say pain you can leave now 4 times?
Pain, you can leave now. Pain, you can leave now. Pain, you can leave now. Pain, you can leave now.
And check.
So now it's directional. Like, I feel that I can move like this, but there's one direction, it just freezes. So there's an area that I don't want to give to.
Right, so freezes. So freezes, you can leave now 3 times.
Freezes, you can leave now. Freezes, you can leave now. Freezes, you can leave now.
My darlings, for those of you all who are completely new to this work, you can see the shifts that are taking place so rapidly. Sometimes, because there are many levels and layers attached to what's going on, as each level and layer shifts, the symptom becomes different. As long as you can get a shift in like a second, you are using a decree. which is what we're doing right now. Alison, let us check one more time, my love.
Yeah, about a 2 and just a little bit in my neck.
Great. So remaining pain, you can leave now 2 times.
Remaining pain, you can leave now. Remaining pain, you can leave now.
Have water and keep us posted.
Oh, you probably didn't hear that, but my shoulder clicked.
Yay! And that is how it's done.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Thank you. And when we work in a group, we have what is known as borrowing benefits, which means that no matter what somebody else is going through, as long as you're present, you get to receive the effects as well. Check your own pain, stiffness, tension, restlessness, and let's carry on. Time for key 2. What do you think?
Yes to that.
Yeah, that, by the way, is a decree, because yes is a single word, decree. Before I give you key 2, I do want to explain a couple of reasons why we could have blocks to giving, because the key 2, because key 2 is related to the block in giving. If you have a immature, irresponsible, lazy, bully, tyrannical partner, if you're married to such a person and his mother is also part of the mix, then the giving becomes very forced. And look at what happens in forced giving, right? So this is my giving. This is my giving. And now I'm forcing the giving. I am forcing the giving. I'm forcing the giving. The energy just shoots out and dissipates. The energy does not take the time to travel and return. The energy just shoots. And because the energy is just shooting, you have to keep applying the force. And that's how it is always, right? In these unhealthy relationships. So somebody keeps applying the force, which means you're not really giving, it's being taken from you. That can immediately bring about a lot of blocks and drainages on the right side. 2, if you have become caregiver and provider of your family. Once upon a time, when we lived in a joint family system, when we lived as a tribe, we had others who could help out. This is not so true anymore. So basically, a woman's got to do what a woman's got to do, and a woman's got to do what a man's got to do. It's a lot. It's exhausting. And in that kind of giving, again, there's no joy in the giving. The giving becomes guilt and duty based. If I don't do it, I don't know what will happen. Fear based. If I don't do it, I'll lose them. Where there is no flow, there is now the forced. Pressurize yourself. You know how it is? In the exhaustion of being caregiver and provider, because remember, caregiver, nurturer, mother, caregiver, provider, protector, father. When you have to do both roles by yourself, that kind of adrenal fatigue, chronic fatigue means you are going to be spending time like this. And what is this, my darlings? Not to mention unhealthy and bad posture, but this now means that your energy is totally trapped. If your energy is trapped, what's going to happen to the flow? Where is the flow? In fact, you can get so tired, you don't even want to be in the flow because being in the flow seems tiring.
Right. It just feels like too much work when you're feeling this low. Yeah.
It's too much. So if this has happened, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. Then our giving gets very, very stiffened up, our receiving as well. But the third and most important reason is long-winded explanation. Stay with me. This is the journey of fear in the body. So root chakra, and I'm taking action like you can see me, but well, I'm taking action anyway. Root chakra, fear. Bladder, insecurity. Sacral chakra, anger, jealousy, judgments. Solar plexus chakra, nervousness and anxiety. Heart chakra, panic and overwhelm. Throat chakra, further nervousness, suppression of voice. Third eye chakra and the crown chakra, worry, phobias, OCDs, ADHD, dyslexia. This is how the body processes fear. The most frightening situation for any child is when one parent is missing. If both parents are missing, that is, I don't even know what word would be applied for that. But when you have one parent missing, here's what takes place. Our root chakra, close your eyes everybody. Our root chakra is actually two roots. One from the mother going down the left leg, one from the father going down the right leg. And the ideal root chakra is one where, and I want you to see yourselves, my darlings, and check the root chakra coming out from beneath the left sole and the right sole. The ideal root chakra is one that about 3 feet below your feet starts entwining and becoming stronger. Entwining through the layers of earth down to the molten lava that is at the core of earth. Check your root chakra. Imbalanced root chakra, you can leave now. Blocks in the root chakra, you can leave now. Fearful root chakra, you can leave now. Deactivated root chakra, you can leave now. Closed root chakra, you can leave now. Imbalanced root chakra, you can leave now. You can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. You can leave now. Take a minute and come back.
Nidhu, if I didn't see it as intertwined, because this is actually how I saw it. I saw it going down, and there was a point of connect, and then that went further down. But I didn't see an intertwining.
Right. And the intertwining only happens when our parents are intertwined. A lot of marriages take place as functional marriages. You're together because divorce is not an option. You are together not because there is compatibility, love, trust, and respect, but now it's a habit to be together. When that happens, we don't see it entwining. Then we just see them being together because that's what they are being, because the root comes from the mother and the root comes from the father. So the relationship between the two is also going to reveal itself in the intertwining, as well as how you see the root. You can end up seeing one root much shorter, one root much longer. And that can happen if a parent has moved away or, God forbid, has crossed over, or if one parent is severely suppressed. But tell me about this later. We will do some fun diagnostics on the group. Right now, I want you to get a sense of the importance of the root chakra and the left side and the right side. Mother, father, you are in the center. And clearly, if you take a look at your center is fed by the mother as well as by the father. The center is supported by the back and everything in front. All parts coexist, right? Left side, mother, bottom, feet, back of the body. Right side, father, top of the head, front of the body. We are made by our parents. So, can you see my hand? Yeah. Being made by the mother, being made by the father. Here's what happens when the father is absent or unavailable for whatever reason. Maybe because they're very busy, maybe because they've crossed over, maybe because they're just tyrants, right? So here's what's happening to us in the center. What is happening to the mother? What's happening to the child? First of all, this is my root chakra now, right? I'm going to start tilting. Very frightening and traumatizing for anybody. Because what you want is to be like this, right? So the moment this starts happening, the first person that the mother starts clinging on to is the child. The second thing the mother clings on to is money.
Wow.
Because, traditionally, my darlings, and this is still very, very true, traditionally, women have exchanged gifts, food, clothing. Men have exchanged land, stocks, cattle, horses, spices, money. Money is predominantly a masculine energy. When the mother cannot get that masculine support, money stands in very easily for it. Because if you look at it, what all does money give you? Confidence, power, safety, security, protection. The traditional roles of a man. This is what he was supposed to give to us. So now, in the absent father, and now this mother who's immediately grasped the child, we have the controlling, dissatisfied, unhappy mother and absent father. Between these two, the child now, one, becomes a little clingy with the mother, and two, also starts reaching out for the money, giving rise to the biggest block in monies, which is financial insecurity. Financial insecurity is a sense that the money is not there, but it's not the money that's not there. It's the father that's not there. It's the fathering that's not there. When we do work on letting go of financial insecurity, we will be doing some work around what's going on with the family. And I'm going to use Venus's decrees right now, slightly different from Saturn's decrees. We will talk about it tomorrow at 5 p.m. Right now, sit back and receive. Controlling mothers and absent fathers. Coming down 7 generations of 7 elder mothers and 7 elder fathers. My mother's side, your mother's side, my father's side, your father's side. You can all leave now 100 trillion times. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Take a minute, process. When you return, have water, check your arms, check your palms.
feel the need to wriggle my shoulders a bit.
Everybody else as well, yeah? Wiggle, turn from side to side.
Ujjwala says, I have immense heaviness in my neck pain immediately under the head from where neck starts and head ends. And in the heart space, both very heavy. Chaya says, tingling in the right arm.
Let's have her on now.
Ujjwala?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Ujjwala. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for being here. How are you doing?
I'm good. I can't explain. I'm yawning from the time I entered this call. I came in a little late, but this space is so contributive, and I can feel my pain melting away.
Fantastic.
If something is changing within, and thank you so much for that.
Fantastic.
Space is very heavy behind my neck. This entire space is like very heavy, and yeah, here.
In this heaviness, what do you think is the biggest emotion?
Pain.
Pain. Okay, let's just do pain. This is the limbic point, right? The limbic brain, which has to do with past lives. It has to do with ancestors. It has to do with our tribal contracts, like when we were living as nomads. So what I'm going to do is actually a longish set of clearings, but Ujjwala, just keep us posted. Everybody, this is a big one, because I'm going to be doing quite a few clearings. Just sit back, receive, allow the process to take place without getting attached to any symptom or sensation. Ujjwala, thank you for keeping this space for us. Financial insecurity and financially insecure, you can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I don't have financial security. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I don't feel financially secure. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. My default setting is financial insecurity. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I am trained to be financially insecure. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I'm hardwired to be financially insecure. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. It's my comfort zone. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I know financial security, insecurity very well. It's my best friend. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. It is normal for me to be financially insecure. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I am very competent in financial insecurity and being financially insecure. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I am deeply attached to my financial insecurity. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I can't handle being financially safe, stable, and secure. You can leave now. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Removed. I have not completed the full clearing. I'm just giving you all 1 minute to process. Feel free to have some water.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded.
If you need to just close your eyes, kneel or put your head down, please go right ahead. Because a lightheaded meaning in a dizzy, giddy kind of way.
No, just no, not in a dizzy giddy, but giddy kind of way. Just light.
Good. In a good way.
In a good way, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Okay. Next round, starting. My financially insecure mother, you can leave now. My financially insecure father, you can leave now. My financially insecure child, you can leave now. Financially insecure me, you can leave now. My mother's financial insecurity, you can leave now. My father's financial insecurity, you can leave now. My child's financial insecurity, you can leave now. My financial insecurity, You can leave now. Financially insecure mothers and fathers, coming down 7 generations of 7 elder mothers on my mother's side, your mother's side, 7 elder fathers, on my father's side, your father's side, you can all leave now 100 trillion times. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Just a minute, my darlings, there's still more.
They do it like a crescendo, even, you know, but with the balance, you can all leave now together, like a crescendo, and like right here and push.
Got it, no?
Yeah, like building up to here, like a crescendo, and then out.
Good. As long as it's out, we're all good. Always it's out, then in. Okay, all right. Unless, of course, it's blood or something. But... All right, my darlings, giving you 1 minute to process. But Nidhu, can you just check with the group? Is this a lot? Because we have at least some more clearings around this. Just check.
Right. And okay, so Sumedha is feeling heaviness. Honey is feeling energy stuck in the lower back. Prity says, yeah, yes, I was also feeling like a crescendo. Shelda says, shivers in the body, and they left. Barbara says, very good. Swati says, it's amazing.
Superb. Superb. Can we go on? Would you like some more?
You know what they got to say.
But they have a choice, Ma. So check.
I'm getting yeses.
Fantastic. All right. Sit back, receive. I'm going to give you all a completely different decree right now. Don't bother to understand it. Just allow the shifts to process. What will happen if I don't copy and mimic my financially insecure mother? What will happen if I don't copy and mimic my financially insecure father? What will happen if my child does not copy and mimic financially insecure me? What will happen if I don't copy and mimic my mother's financial insecurities? What will happen if I don't copy and mimic my father's financial insecurities? What will happen if my child does not copy and mimic my financial insecurities? Wow, I wonder how that would feel. I wonder how that would be. What will happen if I stop imitating my financially insecure mother? What will happen if I stop imitating my financially insecure father? What will happen if my child stops imitating financially insecure me? What will happen if I stop imitating my mother's financial insecurities? What will happen if I stop imitating my father's financial insecurities? What will happen if my child stops imitating my financial insecurities? Wow, I wonder how that would feel. I wonder how that would be. 30-second break. And last set. What if it is safe and necessary for me to release all attachments to my family's financial insecurity and insecurities? What if it is safe and necessary for me to release all attachments to financial insecurities from past lives and other times and spaces? What if it is safe and necessary for me to release all points of origin of financial insecurities in my life? Take a minute or 5, have water, and then let's check how you're doing.
I went off video because everyone would have seen my teeth and everything, because I didn't want to do this. I said, I just have to yawn, like yawn. So I went off video.
And how are you feeling overall?
Yawning like this, you know, then you hold the fun, you hold the yawn down then. And I burped.
Fantastic. All of these are great signs for me. Yawning, burping, sneezing, coughing, tingling, vibrating, heavy head, wanting to rest, wanting to go to sleep. All good. All good.
Yawning.
Swala, how are you doing?
I'm good.
How is the limbic brain? Hi. Hi, doll. Who's that princess?
She is actually, she's put on music and she's dancing.
Oh, show us a little bit of your dance. What's your name, little girl?
What's your name?
Hi.
आपसे बात कर रहे हैं?
हाँ, हम आपसे बात कर रहे हैं. आप हमसे बात नहीं कर रहे हो.
करना है आपको नहीं करना है? ठीक है, बाय बोल दो. बाय बोल दो.
Bye. Ujwala, how's the basal part of your skull doing?
It's relatively lighter, but it is still there. The heaviness is still there.
Honestly,
Then it has traveled down now in between this shoulder space.
got it. Got it. That is actually where we carry our responsibilities. So clearly, lots of responsibilities. But on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the heaviness?
5.
So 5 times, say heaviness, you can leave now.
Heaviness, you can leave now. Heaviness, you can leave now. Heaviness, you can leave now. Heaviness, you can leave now. Heaviness, you can leave now.
And check.
5.
Has the nature changed? Where it was tighter, has it become diffused? Can you feel heat coming out? Can you? Yeah, go ahead.
It is spreading again.
Good, because a shift is always there. We only need the awareness for that. So 5 more times, just say response, no. Say, it's a little long, say it only once and see what happens. Say the weight of the world on me, you can leave now. And check.
It's dissipated.
Fantastic. Well done. Well done, Ujjwala. Have cups of water. You should be able to sleep very well also tonight. And
Yeah,
very much.
definitely. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
I'm so glad. Thank you, girl. Thank you. So, my darlings, golden key 2. Goddess golden key 2. Let go. You see, we are made, yes, made by the mother, made by the father, but we are also made of our ancestors. We're also made of our past lives. In fact, our ancestral lineage and our past life is what determines what family we will be born in. The moment you are willing, and remember that's the decree we set to receive from the goddess download, I'm willing, I'm willing, I'm willing, I'm willing, I'm willing. What you're doing is making the choice to start changing you. Clearly, if you are made like this, if you're changing you, this is also going to start changing, right? And this is also going to start changing. And this is also going to start changing. And this is also going to start changing. And like that, when you heal your family, you heal 7 generations going backwards and forwards, and you heal your past lives. When you start using the decrees, you will see the amount of clearing that is taking place so rapidly. Regular healing can take anywhere from 3 months to 3 years to 8 years. With the decrees, it's a matter of minutes, days, and weeks for you to see tangible results notice visible results. So, golden key number 2, please close your eyes. However you see her, however you know her, please see Durga Ma giving you this golden key. Check which side is the door. Open the door, receive. And once you...
Okay. So the strangest thing, I don't know what it means, because my hands are still folded in the, like I've received the key and my hands are folded and they're just right there in the center. They're not moving.
Wow. Then you've been given the key to your heart. Oh, my love. I'll also start crying.
So sorry. That was just sudden.
For those of y'all who don't know, Nidhu is my sister. When she cries, I also cry.
Okay, but that overwhelm,
yeah,
is a happy overwhelm. So, and what did that mean, Nidhu?
You have to unlock you, Ma.
I've been getting that. That's what's being said to me. It's one of the things I've been coming across this year. So next to that.
Yes, to that. How is everybody doing?
So I just love this. Your work is so why am I even surprised anymore? But everyone's written in. There's Gwen's here saying all these clearings were very powerful, shaking, coughing, yawning. Amazing experience. Thank you, Nidhu ma'am. And okay, so Radha says center door, cows beautifully decorated and ready to graze. Prity says right side. Sangeet says right side, received white flowers. Payal Rohit says I see only darkness. Nishi says Neelu biggest hug. Thank you, big hug to you also. I'm just reading it out on floor. Sorry. Sumedha says left side, dark blackish like tower, tensed, dumped. Prity says saw key on the right hand, but left hand is tingling, question mark. Meenakshi says right side received sword. Vinita also says I am not going to either side but in the center. Prity Porgal says right side I saw the bank locker. Vandana says left side sindoor. And Samantha says it was a weird, it was such a weird experience, and I know she means weird in a good way. I just know it. And Chaya says golden pot behind the door, lots of burping. Barbara says right door, immediately wide view into universe, blue and white, so wide. Namrata says right side, feather. Padma says I had to really try to let my hand down. Tejal saw two, I can go on. Tejal saw two Durgas, one from the left and other from the right, merging into the center and giving it to her.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And it's a shunk on the left side, says Shelja. Shilpa sent us love. She's saying, I love you both so much, reminding me of my lovely sister. Big hug. And Rekha says, right side received keys, right side door. Dipali says, key to the door on left side. Gold coins kept pouring on me, forming a heap. Nisha says, bless me by coming in the center. Right side saw sunrise, received gold coin shower, says Karishma. Akshay says left side received strength. Fatima says my hands are still vibrating, which is not mentioned left or right. Gwen says left side, a whole group of laughing children brought music and then showered me with gold coins.
Wow. Wow. So my darlings, whatever message you're getting on the right side, bring some home and distribute some of it. So bring it for yourself as well, but also give it away, donate it. If you're seeing darkness, that has to do with ignorance, but often also with hatred. And by the way, hatred is one of the things that we would work on in the next 3 weeks, because you remember the journey of the fear? We would be taking care of every aspect of that journey. And hatred, anger, judgment, jealousy, rejections, they're all part of that. So we would be working through that as well. In fact, the two Durga Mas that you saw, I feel like one came from your husband's side. Is he a believer in Durga Ma or Ma, the goddess in any form? Like I feel like it was a message of partnership, that for your maximum potential of money, you and he have to do something together, or form at least a working partnership where you all are taking care of each other behind the curtains. So that was just amazing. Wow. And I know that we've crossed our time. So let me very quickly give you the third key. And the third key has a lot to do with ascension. The third key is very crucial, because the third key is the PowerPoint that women get to use, which is ask. Our voices have been suppressed, repressed, depressed for centuries. We've learned not to speak. We've learned not to speak up. We've learned to stay in the shadows. We've learned to do nitpicking and nagging and complaining and playing political games to try and get what we want instead of just asking for it. At the same time, I want to tell you this. When you ask somebody, chances are you don't get it. Coming again from how we were formed. If our mothers asked and didn't get it, we won't get it. If our fathers were unavailable, our mothers had nobody to ask. Didn't get it. What I want to do is turn the whole ask on its head. I want you to, for these 3 weeks, because I'm just taking it for granted that we're all moving ahead together, that for these 3 weeks, you only ask the universe. The moment you have questions of the whom, how, what, when, you have gotten in your own way. Moment you have gotten in your own way, you will start calculating how much you're going to give and how much you're going to get. For the next 3 weeks, you only ask the universe. How do you ask the universe? Just like you would ask anybody. But address the universe. Dear God, dear Saraswati, whoever it is that you believe in, you ask them for what you want. You don't ask a human being. You will be amazed. You know, you ask the universe for a Starbucks cafe mocha, and you're going to work and you see Starbucks on the way, but hey, you have asked the universe. So one, Starbucks has shown up, you can step out, but you've asked the universe. So you don't go into Starbucks, you go to office. In office, your colleague gives you a cafe mocha because they stopped and they knew what you liked. That is how the universe sends. In fact, I would say that one of the biggest blocks to receiving is getting stuck in the how, when, whom, where.
In the logicality of it all.
And the logicality of it all. Not to mention that if you've given somebody money and they haven't given it to you for 2 years and 15 years, which were 2 posts I saw on the group, my darling, first check what you may have received in turn. Because you don't know this, right? You didn't know you had to check in 24 hours. You didn't know you had to check in 72 hours. But look back to that time. See what it is that you got. Are they money angels? And have they already been an angel in your life? Are they money demons? Are they money returners? Money demons also usually show up when we have a lot of greed. So we buy into quick rich schemes. Quick rich schemes are always run by money demons, where you give, but what you get back is the humiliation and the sense of being cheated. So whatever you are going through right now, in not having a magical process to force that person to return your money, deal with it. Handle it. Let it go. Let go of the anger you have with yourself that you didn't think 10 times before giving. Let go of the sense of cheating. You can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. Let go of the sense of loss. You can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. Let go of your bitterness about future investments or giving to people. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. And definitely do some work to see how this is coming down from a mother's story or a father's story, because it always is. Remember, we are made like this, which means we are identical, which means that we will have the same experiences. Some louder, so that we pay attention to it and clear it on behalf of the lineage. Some gentler, because that doesn't require so much attention. Please also keep in mind that these experiences also get translated into good and happy experiences. All the blessings you have today also came from them. And 7 generations of 7 elder mothers and 7 elder fathers going back. And your past lives and the choices that you have made. And because our time is up, I actually had 30 tips for you all to let go of financial insecurity forever. But good news, we're meeting tomorrow again at 5 p.m. We will go through those 30 tips. For right now, please close your eyes. However you know her, however you see her, please receive Golden Key 3 from Saraswati Ma. You know what to do next. Check the door, put the key in, open, receive.
I got to bring this up first. Harshita says, no money, opened the door and a dog jumped. But I don't know which side she opened. KK says, left door, doves and kittens coming out of the room. Ujala says, she came in front and gave it with a full smile. Sangeet says, middle door, received a sitar. Ujala says, I took it from the right hand. Nisha says, door was above me, and when I opened it with the key, white flowers were showering constantly. Harshita, who mentioned the dog, right side, because she's opened it right side, no money, opened the door, and dog jumped in.
Right. So for the dog, dogs always have to do with the relationship with the father, so or the masculine aspect. So if there has been a lot of fear with a masculine presence in your life, You have to start working on healing that relationship, and then you will find your voice, and then you will be able to ask and receive better.
Rupali says left side key almost burned in my palm.
So you didn't open a door?
Waiting to hear back from her.
And oh, 1 second. It could have been burnt into the palm because the key could be your palm. That something's already in your palm. Palms, by the way, especially center of the palms, have to do with mothers, have to do with pre-womb trauma. So have to do with the umbilicus and the diaphragm. So take a look at what the relationship with your mother is. And because it has to do with the mother, and that's one half of the root chakra, also take a look as to what's going on with your root chakra. And cats, by the way, have to do with mothers. So if cats came out, depending on how happy you were to see the cats, to see the kittens, and of course, if it came into the right side, please make sure that you step out and spend some time with cats or kittens.
Barbara said, got a big golden key, yet known door, had to put it onto my third eye.
And Barbara, if I remember correctly, you had also seen like the galaxy or the skies on one side in one of the keys being given to you, because clearly you're being asked to work on your, not asked to work on, but that you need to act on your spirituality, that you need to act on your spiritual quotient, that's most important for you right now.
Third eye.
Yeah, in your relationship with God.
Nilima says, saw Brahma waiting for me. I don't know which side she opened though.
So that means knowledge is the key to your money. Because Brahma, he's much gentler than Saturn, but he's also the master teacher. So for you to learn and learn what you want to learn, and don't hold back on investing in your learning. And Brahma also, because he's never worshipped, Brahma also means that it's very possible that you're going to have a teacher who's going to come into your life whom you won't have to pay anything, but he will come to teach you something very crucial and important.
Poonam says, saw Saraswati Mata coming down from a flower, gave me the key, I could open left door, and there was so much of light there that my eyes started blinking.
Fantastic, fantastic. Light always means knowledge. Light also always means that your manifesting powers are very good, because for manifestation, for receiving, you have to be light, white, bright. So maybe you are not accepting your own power. You're not accepting how light you really are. Are you very harsh and critical with yourself? Do you find ways to bring yourself down? Do you find ways to diminish your power? Check.
Surbi says, Lakshmi Ma opened the door for me and told me to keep the golden with me. I kept it in my golden key, I guess I'm guessing. Kept it in my blouse. I saw a lion and a white pigeon, and the door was in front.
Those are symbols of all the goddesses. So clearly, and you kept it in your blouse. Take a look as to how you're feeling around this. There is a richness to this that is going to be revealed to you further. So watch out for your dreams, and definitely watch out for all messages coming in 24 hours.
Gwen says, large heavy key put into both hands, directed to put it in my heart, shaking, crying, opening, feeling so much love.
Fantastic. That love is the key to your prosperity.
Fine. I don't know my rights. I'm just going to take this one more quick one, Nidhu. I received a key from Ma, opened the door in the center, but the room was empty with some furniture. Wonder what that means.
It means you have done some work before, but have not acted on it. Rearrange the furniture, brush up on the knowledge you already have, and do something with it.
Right. And of course, responses are pouring in as always. And Nidhu, you did mention a little while ago that we majorly overshot time.
Yeah.
And I just want to let everybody know that Nidhu is going to be here with you on the group post the call. So Nidhu, with your permission, and because I do not want to get in, I cannot come in the way of all that is pouring out and that you need to get access to.
I will. So
yes.
Yeah. So I was going to say, we have only one thing left to speak about, and that is to invite you all on this 3-week journey. This 3-week journey is very similar to what we've already gone through. You've experienced downloads, you have experienced the clearing. You know that long financial insecurity clearing, that is in the form of an MP3 for one particular day. And like that, I'm going to give you one more recording tonight itself. Whatever is coming up for you, let it come up for you. You just listen to that recording. We're going to be doing clearings like that every day for 21 days. So every day on the Telegram group, you will get the recording. You will get the sentences because you can say them out loud yourself. You can say it. Along with the recording. You can think it. You can read it as the recording is playing out. 21 days of that. 2 blocks that we have as women. One is all the anger and the hatred and the rage and the jealousy and the judgments that gets stuck in our sacral, usually gives rise to fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is pain in the inner knee, side of the neck, shoulder points, back of the head. Fibromyalgia is something every woman, especially an Asian woman, will experience at least once in her life. And because fibromyalgia is like adrenal fatigue, not too many people know about it, not too many people work with it, it will go largely undiagnosed. But fibromyalgia is a huge blocker for us because it has to do with the family of anger. Anger is not just a blocker, it's a stopper. So fibromyalgia MP3 also you will get that I would like you to play every day till the 17th of September. And the other, where you want to strengthen your voice, you want to strengthen your throat muscles, you want to release all the shame, blame, guilt that is there because you asked and you were rejected, you were rebuked, you were humiliated, you were insulted, all the experiences around asking. There is a small, sweet MP3 for that as well. And that also you will get. Plus, we will do a new moon money clearing call. Oh, it will be amazing because there's not just money clearings. We do quite a bit of work around the new moon and full moon calls. And all of this put together, not to mention the Telegram group for a month, an automatic entry into my personal Telegram group. All of this costs 23,000. First of all, my darlings, who's giving me 23,000? Please say yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alison. Thank you. Please say yes. Can you say?
Yeses are coming in.
Yay! Thank you.
They're not just coming in, they're like pouring in.
Thank you. Thank you, my darlings. Thank you. Because it is not for 23,000. It is not even for half that amount. It is not even half and half, a quarter of that amount. It is only rupees 2,200. And that's like at a 90% off. You and I, you and everybody else together, tribe, as a tribe, we will move forward towards ascension, towards using our hearts and our minds and our voices for our betterment, which is automatically the betterment of the family, the community, the healing of past lives, the healing of ancestors going back 7 generations. And just in case you still haven't fully understood, you just want to try it out and give it a shot. You're not fully sure, I can do this for 21 days. It's so heavy. I'll have to go through so much processing. Try it for 7 days. And the 7-day trial, by the way, all our work begins on Monday. So you want to get on this very quickly. Along with that, you also want to be on tomorrow's call at 5 p.m. But the 7-day trial includes everything except the new moon call. For 7 days, you will be on the group. You will receive all the bonus MP3s. You will receive the daily MP3s. You will receive the Tuesday download, which is for the root chakra. You will receive the Friday download, which is for the goddess energy in us. And at the end of 7 days, you can switch to the 21 days. You'll have to pay the whole amount of 2,200, but we're keeping it as an offer for you even then. Try it for 7 days and then come along for 21 days.
And Nidhu,
Yes.
even on a 7-day basis, something like this would cost 7,125 or 110 US dollars. But the giver that you are, my dearest woman, look at what you're giving it for. I don't
know why I'm applauding for myself, but
this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. And like I said, why do I even get surprised anymore with anything that you do? And nobody needs to hear me say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You are such a giver, Nidhu, such a giver. This is...
Thank you. See, I know the secret.
अगले 70 minute, अब भी dialogue आना चाहिए था.
Go ahead. For at least those who will get the reference, go ahead and say it.
I actually mentioned it at the beginning, Nidhu, before you had come on. I asked everybody, did you catch the reference to context with those first 2 lines? Nobody got it. Shilpa got it. And I did mention it then, but Shilpa is getting a gift from me. So she's getting one of the packages from me.
Thank you. Awesome. Awesome.
It just happened very impromptu. I was like itching. I said, somebody, please, somebody make the Bollywood connect, agle 70 minute. And it happened, but sorry, excitement digressed. Back to here.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens when somebody like Nidhu comes into your lives. Okay? She gives. And all of us love receiving, yes? So we're so happy to receive this. And Boni was done long time back.
Thank you. Thank you. Special thanks to the one who did do that. Thank you.
And the links are up. Sharu's asked, hi Neelu, is the 7-day MP3 is also included in the 21-day program? Yes, absolutely. The 21-day program is full, is the complete program. For anybody still feeling like, I don't know whether I want to commit to 21 days right now, you have 7 days at only 700 rupees. So you get everything for the 7 days. And after that, as Nidhu said, you still want to take it on further. We're still holding the 2200 special launch price for you to move up. So go ahead and try it. There is no possibility of anything being missed either here or there. This much I will guarantee to you, because this is who Nidhu is. She doesn't leave any woman behind.
I just want to clarify, Sharu, that every day there is one MP3. So for 7 days, it's 7 MP3, not 21, obviously.
Yes. Timings of the session, that is interesting. Payal, thank you for asking. The MP3s will be uploaded in the. Oh, Nidhu, may I please mention something very important?
Yeah.
Ladies, this program is only on Telegram. There are no emails, nothing. So you have to have the Telegram app. If you've not gotten it, please download it when you make the purchase. There are no emails. The MP3 daily MP3s will not be sent on email. It's only on Telegram, and all the energetic downloads will happen right there. And Nidhu will keep us posted.
Yeah. Because it's no fun, my darlings, for me to do an energetic download via email. So Telegram it is.
And as you all experienced a few hours back, live in the group, in a space where everybody's holding each other, and this beautiful, powerful goddess diva was just showering it in for all of us. So, yeah. After 7 days, if we choose to continue, we need to pay 2,200 after the 7 days, asks Honey. Yes, correct, Honey. As soon as the 7th day is on, you would need to by the next day itself, because the 8th day is going to continue as is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by 7th day, please, complete it and do let us know. It'll be like that. And payments have already been pouring in for quite some time. We know that because since the morning we were getting messages from everybody, and even right now as we're speaking, payments are coming in. And one thing, Nidhu, you didn't mention to anybody, you have 24 hours to avail this offer. After 24 hours, it is going up. Be it the 7 day or the 21 day, it is going up 24 hours, but you have 24 hours. Yeah.
True.
And of course, there's another call happening tomorrow at 5, where something that was supposed to, that was to come on with this call is definitely happening then. So, you got to come on, because
it's the 30 tips.
Yes.
Money tips. 30. But they're very simple. Some of them not so simple, but come. 30 money tips is what we're going to do. And we're also going to have a little bit of a chat about the decrees. We'll do our best. We'll keep it down to like an hour and a half. But definitely make time and come for it. As in, make the time for it and then come for it.
And it's at 5 p.m.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
Yes. Perfect. And lots of flowers, lots of hearts. Thank you. I'm getting DMs with the payment receipts, because they know who's going to be adding them onto the group.
Yeah. And thank you for that, Neelu. And huge thank you to my very patient, very tolerant Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies team, Ruchira, Amrish, Shilpa, Misbah. Thank you enormously. Like, big hug for everybody, but separate big hug for y'all. Like, I really appreciate all the ways that I have been so beautifully supported. And for everybody else, my darlings, I just want to say one thing. You have what it takes. Believe in yourself and your selfie.
Nidhu, taking selfie.
Big love, big hug. Namaste from India. Bye, my darling. See you tomorrow.